It's time to take a wild ride through the world of professional wrestling, where the lines between good and evil are blurred and anything can happen. Are you ready? Let's dive in. But first, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button to be part of our crazy journey. Our first stop on this wild ride is when Jimmy Uso took center stage for an exclusive interview on Raw. The crowd was buzzing with anticipation, wondering what he would say. But what followed shocked the WWE universe. With a calmness that belied the turmoil within, Jimmy stared directly into the camera and dropped a truth bomb. "My brother Jey, he's starting to act just like Roman Reigns." The crowd erupted in boos and cheers, caught off guard by his revelation. No one saw this coming. The story of the bloodline has been a cornerstone of WWE for years, with its intricate web of family drama and shifting alliances. To those who don't know, the bloodline is a powerful Samoan faction that dominates the WWE, led by their chief, Roman Reigns. At the heart of the group are the Usos, Jimmy, and Jey, Roman's cousins who have been by his side through thick and thin. They are known for their electrifying tag team matches and their unwavering loyalty to their leader. But recently, cracks have appeared in the foundation of the bloodline, leading to an explosive confrontation. During the interview, Jimmy painted a vivid picture of Jey's recent actions, drawing parallels to Roman's manipulative tactics as the head of the table. He expressed his concerns that Jey was no longer just his brother, but was evolving into a dominant force that wanted to control everything around him. This revelation shook the WWE universe as they witnessed Jey's transformation from a loyal and fun-loving superstar to a calculating and ruthless leader. Jimmy's words echoed with authenticity, reminding fans of his own experiences under Roman's shadow. He had walked that path, sacrificed his individuality for the sake of the bloodline, and emerged on the other side. Now he feared Jey was replicating his journey, treading down the same dangerous path. The tension in the arena was palpable as Jimmy spoke. His voice, though calm, carried the weight of his emotions. He had seen firsthand the devastating effects of unchecked power and was desperate for his brother to see the light before it was too late. As the interview progressed, Jimmy's frustration grew. He emphasized that he didn't want to fight his brother, but if Jey continued to emulate Roman, he would be left with no choice. The crowd roared with approval, understanding the gravity of Jimmy's words. It wasn't just about professional rivalry, it was about stopping Jey from making the same mistakes he himself had. What will happen next? Will Jey heed his brother's warning and change his ways, or will he continue down the path of destruction, leading to an inevitable showdown between the two? Only time will tell. Now, let's turn the conversation over to you. What do you think about Jimmy's shocking revelation? Is Jey really becoming like Roman? And how will this affect the future of the bloodline? Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear from you. Remember, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button to join our awesome community. Together, we can explore the wildest corners of the WWE and beyond. Don't forget to like this video to show your support. And if you want more, check out our other videos. We've got plenty of entertaining content that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride through the world of professional wrestling. We'll see you next time. The WWE universe exploded with reactions as soon as Jimmy's words aired. Social media lit up. Some fans agreed, saying Jey has been acting more confident, more demanding, and yes, even more like Roman Reigns. Others defended Jey, arguing that he's finally stepping up as his own man, not a copy of Roman. But regardless of which side you're on, one thing is clear. The Uso brothers are heading straight for a collision course. For months, fans have been asking, when will we see Jimmy vs. Jey Uso one-on-one on the big stage? And this interview might just be the spark that lights the fire. But before we get to that, let's break down what happened during the interview and what this means for both Usos moving forward. One thing is certain, the relationship between the two brothers has clearly changed. There's an undeniable tension hanging in the air, threatening to shatter the bond that's held since they were kids. Jimmy Uso's recent comments about his brother Jey being too much like their cousin Roman Reigns has sent shockwaves throughout the WWE universe. But is there more to Jimmy's words than meets the eye? Could there be a deeper, more complex truth hidden beneath the surface? Let's break it down. On the latest episode of WWE's The Bump, Jimmy Uso appeared as a guest where he got candid about his feelings towards his twin brother, Jey Uso. During the interview, Jimmy expressed his belief that Jey had started to mimic Roman's behavior, and it was becoming increasingly annoying. According to Jimmy, Jey was starting to sound and act just like Roman, leaving Jimmy feeling frustrated and concerned. Fans were left stunned as Jimmy went on to explain that he had even confronted Jey about it, but the conversation hadn't gone very well. Things became even more heated when Jimmy suggested that if Jey continued to act like Roman, he would have no choice but to put him in a sleep. The comments were shocking to say the least, and fans couldn't help but wonder what had caused such a rift to form between the once inseparable twins. As the interview came to an end, Jimmy made it clear that he still loved his brother, but he also warned him to be careful of the choices he was making. The whole WWE universe was left on the edge of their seats wondering what would happen next. Now, ever since Roman Reigns cemented his dominance as the tribal chief of the Bloodline, fans have been eagerly anticipating the moment when one of the Usos would break away from the pack and chart their own path to superstardom. While Jey initially seemed content to play second fiddle to his older brother Jimmy, something shifted after he and his wife, Kayla, welcomed their first child. In a surprising turn of events, Jey began displaying a newfound confidence, even challenging his brother Jimmy to a one-on-one match at WrestleMania 39. Although the match ultimately ended in a disqualification after their cousin, Solo Sikoa, interfered, Jey's actions sent shockwaves through the WWE universe and made it clear that he was ready to step out of his brother's shadow and forge his own destiny. Since then, Jey has become increasingly vocal, often using catchphrases like "acknowledge me" and "head of the table" in promos, much to the delight of fans who have been clamoring for him to embrace his inner tribal chief. However, not everyone has been so supportive of Jey's transformation. Jimmy, who has long been the more outspoken of the two brothers, has expressed frustration over Jey's decision to copy Roman and has even threatened physical violence against him. With tensions between the brothers at an all-time high, many are wondering if the Usos' partnership is on the rocks and what this means for their future in the WWE. Now, while some may argue that Jimmy's criticism of Jey is unwarranted and that he should be praised for finding his voice and asserting his dominance, others may argue that Jimmy has a point. After all, Jey's actions have not only caused tension within the family but have also alienated him from some of his closest allies, including Paul Heyman, who was once a staunch supporter of the Usos. Regardless of where you stand, one thing is clear: the Usos' story is far from over, and the coming months promise to be a wild ride. Will Jey continue to embrace his inner Roman and ascend to the top of the WWE? Or will he ultimately come to his senses and realize that copying his cousin is not the path to greatness? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: the Usos' journey will be one to watch. So keep your eyes peeled and your seats warm, because you won't want to miss a single moment. The Usos were in the ring on last night's episode of Raw, and they weren't there to hype up any upcoming tag team match. They were there to address what happened at SummerSlam and to clear some things up, or at least that was the idea. Jimmy kept bringing up Roman Reigns, almost as if Roman ES' presence still haunted the family even when he wasn't 80 minutes in the building. Think about it. Roman ruled the bloodline with an iron fist. He demanded loyalty. He punished betrayal and controlled every single decision. Under him, both Jimmy and Jey had to obey whether they liked it or not. But the cracks eventually formed. Jey broke free, Jimmy followed, and it looked like the Uso brothers had finally escaped their cousin's shadow. And yet, Jimmy believes that shadow is creeping back, not through Roman, but through Jey. Now, before we continue, we want to say this: the way the Bloodline storyline has been handled, particularly Roman's part of it, has been nothing short of masterful. It's kept fans on the edge of their seats wondering what's next. The layers of deceit, the power struggles within the family, it's all been incredibly gripping. However, there's another layer to this story that often gets overlooked. In the midst of all this familial chaos, it's easy to forget that these characters are also incredibly talented wrestlers. They've carved out their legacies not just through their lineage, but through their skills in the ring. But as the bloodline drama intensified, their wrestling prowess took a bit of a back seat. We haven't seen the Usos in a high-profile match in quite some time. It's made us wonder, are they being held back by the storyline? Are their amazing talents being underutilized? And if so, what does it mean for their careers going forward? And now back to what went down on Raw. Jimmy claimed that Jey had been distant ever since he returned from his hiatus, dropping hints that something was off about his cousin. Jey, however, brushed off Jimmy's concerns, emphasizing that they were just looking for a fight. Jey accused Jimmy of being jealous of him and even brought up how Jimmy had once thrown him into the barricade during a match. Clearly, Jey felt that Jimmy didn't deserve to be in the same sentence as him, let alone mentioned as a tag team partner. Things got so heated that Jey shoved Jimmy, who then stormed off. Solo was there to console Jey, saying they'd get through it all together, hinting at a possible alliance between them moving forward. So here's the thing. Jey might not be leading the bloodline or even acknowledge its existence anymore, but the way he acts and carries himself still screams tribal chief. He's got that same authoritative vibe, that commanding presence, and he's not afraid to step on his cousin's neck to prove it. Now, some might argue that this is just Jey being Jey, that he hasn't changed much at all. But come on, can you really blame Jimmy for thinking otherwise? After everything they've been through, after the betrayals, the shifting alliances, it would be downright foolish for Jimmy to not think Jey has changed. He saw firsthand how Jey led the bloodline, how he enforced Roman's rules and punished those who stepped out of line. So yeah, Jimmy's got every right to be cautious. He doesn't know this new Jey. Not really. But here's where things get interesting. What if Jimmy's right? What if Jey has indeed changed? Not in a bad way necessarily, but in a way that makes him more suited to be the leader of the bloodline. After all, they do share a lot of similarities. Both are incredibly talented wrestlers. Both are charismatic and commanding. And both have that undeniable presence that draws people in. So maybe this isn't about Roman's shadow at all. Maybe it's about recognizing the leader they already have in front of them. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more. And don't forget to drop your thoughts below. What makes Ronaldo so good in the air? Well, it's not magic, though his goals certainly seem that way. It's a combination of factors. First, there's his remarkable vertical jump. When Ronaldo leaps, he covers an astonishing 2.6 meters, almost as high as the average basketball player. But how does he get this high? His secret is a powerful lower body. Those long muscular legs drive him upwards with explosive force. But it's not just about strength, it's also about technique. Ronaldo has mastered the art of jumping, mastering the perfect takeoff angle and hang time. He leaves the ground at an angle of 45 degrees and uses his body like a tight ball, reducing wind resistance. His arms are tucked in, his head is close to his chest, and he keeps his knees bent. This helps him maintain balance and control as he soars through the air. All these elements combine to make his jumps efficient and powerful, allowing him to dominate the air like no other footballer. But what about heading the ball? After all, a header is only useful if you can direct it towards the goal. Here again, Ronaldo's prowess is remarkable. When he jumps, he can direct his head with pinpoint accuracy. Thanks to his strong neck muscles, he can turn his head up to 78 degrees from the vertical, giving him an incredible range of motion. With such flexibility, he can attack the ball from various angles, making him a nightmare for defenders. But it's not just about the mechanics of his jump and header. It's also about his mental game. Ronaldo has an uncanny ability to time his runs perfectly. He knows when to leave the ground, when to adjust his position in the air, and when to plant his feet after landing. This precision is the result of years of training and experience. He practices his timing over and over until it becomes second nature, and when it all comes together, the result is breathtaking. Defenders may try to block him, but they often end up fouling him in the air. Goalkeepers can only watch in despair as the ball flies past them. And the net ripples once again, celebrating another one of Ronaldo's spectacular headers. His aerial ability is a nightmare for defenders. They know that if they don't mark him closely, he could pop up anywhere in the penalty area to meet a cross with his head. This constant threat forces defenders to commit fouls, giving Ronaldo's team a numerical advantage in the penalty area. Even when double or triple marked, Ronaldo finds ways to outmaneuver his markers. His mastery of the shoulder charge is particularly effective. By leaning into his marker and using his body, he creates space to direct the ball towards the goal. Defenders often find themselves helpless as Ronaldo uses his aerial prowess to outmuscle them and send the ball sailing into the net. In recent years, some doubted Ronaldo's abilities. Critics claimed he wasn't as quick or sharp as before, yet he silenced the doubters in spectacular fashion. His bicycle kick goal against Juventus in the Champions League was a thing of beauty. It was a moment that transcended the beautiful game. It was a testament to Ronaldo's dedication and hard work. But the truth is, there's more to Ronaldo's success than just physical prowess. It's also about his mental toughness and determination. He's not afraid to put his body on the line. He battles for every header, fighting off defenders with sheer willpower. And when the going gets tough, he rises to the occasion with acrobatic feats that leave fans in awe. As the years go by, Ronaldo continues to defy gravity. He remains a force to be reckoned with, a true king of the skies. So the next time you see Ronaldo take flight, remember it's not magic. It's sheer hard work, dedication, and an unwavering pursuit of excellence, and that's what makes him the greatest of all time. Now, check out how Ronaldo became the top scorer in football history, or watch this video instead. So, we've talked about the stickers, the packs, the albums. Now, it's time to talk about the real treasure, the reason we all tune in, the moments that make us scream at our screens. The hat tricks. Oh, the glorious, incredible hat tricks of Cristiano Ronaldo in the Champions League. In the grand theater of football, where legends are made and memories are etched in time, there are moments that transcend the beautiful game and become timeless classics. And then there's Cristiano Ronaldo with his symphony of hat tricks, composing a masterpiece that resonates through the ages. The first hat trick, a debut to remember, 6th of February 2008, Manchester United versus AS Roma. It wasn't just a match, it was a statement. Young Cristiano Ronaldo took the stage by storm, etching his name in the Champions League folklore with an unforgettable treble. With each goal, the Old Trafford faithful roared, witnessing the birth of a new legend in the making. But that was just the beginning. As the years rolled on, Ronaldo's legacy continued to grow, so did his tally of hat tricks. The second hat trick arrived in the 2012-13 season, a thrilling encounter between Real Madrid and Galatasaray. The Turkish giants came out strong, but Ronaldo was in irresistible form, tearing apart Galatasaray's defense and leaving them in awe. With a clinical finish, he completed his second hat trick, sending shockwaves that echoed throughout Europe. Then came the third hat trick, a moment that showcased Ronaldo's true mettle. The 2013-14 campaign saw Real Madrid locked in a fierce battle against Borussia Dortmund in the group stage. The Germans were the underdogs, but they played with the heart of lions, pushing the Spaniards to the brink. Yet, amidst the chaos and tension, Ronaldo emerged as the hero, completing a remarkable hat trick that sent shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned football fans. And who could forget the fourth hat trick? A masterclass in individual brilliance. In the 2014-15 season, Ronaldo once again took center stage, this time facing off against Athletic Bilbao in the quarter-finals. The Lions of San Mamés had their claws out, but Ronaldo was in no mood to be tamed. With an astonishing display of skill and precision, he netted a breathtaking hat trick, leaving Athletic Bilbao and their passionate fans stunned and in disbelief. Now let's fast forward to the fifth hat trick, a moment that epitomized Ronaldo's relentless pursuit of excellence. The 2016-17 campaign saw Real Madrid in a thrilling encounter against Bayern Munich in the semi-finals. The Bavarians were a formidable opponent, but Ronaldo was unstoppable. With a display of sheer determination and clinical finishing, he completed his fifth hat trick, sending shockwaves that reverberated across the footballing world. The sixth hat trick, a testament to longevity and consistency. As the years went by, Ronaldo's hunger for success remained undimmed, and in the 2017-18 season, he added another chapter to his legendary tale. Facing off against Atletico Madrid in the round of 16, Ronaldo produced a masterclass in finishing, netting a stunning hat trick that sent the Santiago Bernabeu into raptures and left Atletico Madrid and their die-hard fans dejected. Now, brace yourself for the seventh hat trick, a performance that defied logic and left fans in awe. In the 2018-19 season, Ronaldo faced off against his former club, Manchester United, in the last 16. The Theatre of Dreams was alive with excitement, but it was Ronaldo who stole the show. With a mesmerizing display of skill and precision, he netted a spectacular hat trick, silencing his doubters and reminding the world why he was and will always be the king of the Champions League. So, there you have it, 7 hat tricks, 7 moments of pure magic. But the story doesn't end there, because in the grand finale of the 2021-22 campaign, Ronaldo etched his name in the history books one last time. He might not have been playing for Real Madrid or Manchester United, but don't underestimate the power of a true champion. Facing off against Liverpool, Ronaldo was a force to be reckoned with. Despite the odds, he netted a magnificent hat trick, leading his team to victory and cementing his legacy as the ultimate match winner. Cristiano Ronaldo's Champions League journey is a tapestry woven with passion, dedication, and an unwavering pursuit of excellence. His hat tricks are not just goals, they're testimonies to his indomitable spirit. So whether you're a devoted fan or a casual observer, take a moment to appreciate the magic that is Cristiano Ronaldo, the king of the Champions League. It's time to take a wild ride through the world of professional wrestling, where the lines between good and evil are blurred and anything can happen. Are you ready? Let's dive in. But first, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button to be part of our crazy journey. Our first stop on this wild ride is when Jimmy Uso took center stage for an exclusive interview on Raw. The crowd was buzzing with anticipation, wondering what he would say. But what followed shocked the WWE universe. With a calmness that belied the turmoil within, Jimmy stared directly into the camera and dropped a truth bomb. "My brother Jey, he's starting to act just like Roman Reigns." The crowd erupted in boos and cheers, caught off guard by his revelation. No one saw this coming. The story of the bloodline has been a cornerstone of WWE for years, with its intricate web of family drama and shifting alliances. To those who don't know, the bloodline is a powerful Samoan faction that dominates the WWE, led by their chief, Roman Reigns. At the heart of the group are the Usos, Jimmy, and Jey, Roman's cousins who have been by his side through thick and thin. They are known for their electrifying tag team matches and their unwavering loyalty to their leader. But recently, cracks have appeared in the foundation of the bloodline, leading to an explosive confrontation. During the interview, Jimmy painted a vivid picture of Jey's recent actions, drawing parallels to Roman's manipulative tactics as the head of the table. He expressed his concerns that Jey was no longer just his brother, but was evolving into a dominant force that wanted to control everything around him. This revelation shook the WWE universe as they witnessed Jey's transformation from a loyal and fun-loving superstar to a calculating and ruthless leader. Jimmy's words echoed with authenticity, reminding fans of his own experiences under Roman's shadow. He had walked that path, sacrificed his individuality for the sake of the bloodline, and emerged on the other side. Now he feared Jey was replicating his journey, treading down the same dangerous path. The tension in the arena was palpable as Jimmy spoke. His voice, though calm, carried the weight of his emotions. He had seen firsthand the devastating effects of unchecked power and was desperate for his brother to see the light before it was too late. As the interview progressed, Jimmy's frustration grew. He emphasized that he didn't want to fight his brother, but if Jey continued to emulate Roman, he would be left with no choice. The crowd roared with approval, understanding the gravity of Jimmy's words. It wasn't just about professional rivalry, it was about stopping Jey from making the same mistakes he himself had. What will happen next? Will Jey heed his brother's warning and change his ways, or will he continue down the path of destruction, leading to an inevitable showdown between the two? Only time will tell. Now, let's turn the conversation over to you. What do you think about Jimmy's shocking revelation? Is Jey really becoming like Roman? And how will this affect the future of the bloodline? Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear from you. Remember, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button to join our awesome community. Together, we can explore the wildest corners of the WWE and beyond. Don't forget to like this video to show your support. And if you want more, check out our other videos. We've got plenty of entertaining content that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride through the world of professional wrestling. We'll see you next time.